On today's episode, we discuss this year's offseason, hard knocks, and so much more. Are you ready? Let's go. Hello and welcome to another fantastic episode of the Bears Pod, an affiliate of the Fake Football Guys Network. We're excited, as always, to have the Bears buddies alongside. Alongside me is my co-host, the one and only, the greatest co-host of all time, Dustin D.L. Lingerman.
What's up, man?
What's going on, man? It's been a while.
Oh, my gosh. I miss you. It's been 3 months, bro.
I know, dude. I know. It's been such a long time. So much has happened in a month. 3 months, honestly.
Summer vacation, man.
Dude, it's been great, honestly. I can't tell you how excited I've been to start back up. And also how excited I've been to tell you about my escapades this summer. It's been awesome, dude. Got a lot of traveling done. Went to Mexico for a month, which was awesome. Went to Vegas for my best friend's bachelor party. It's been great, man. Yeah, it's been great. Can't really talk about that too much.
We should have a segment called Summer Camp because I have been traveling myself.
Hey, I like that. I like that.
You know what I'm saying? But anyways, let's talk about where people can find us.
Yeah, DL, as a reminder, let's remind the people at home, if they want to follow us on Twitter, DL, where can they do that?
On Twitter, you can @tweet FFG.
That's right. And as always, if they want to send us any questions, whether they're Bears related, fantasy football related, we answer them all. DL, what hashtag can they use?
Fantasy is right around that corner, but you can use #AskUsFFG.
That's right. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Try to keep it uniform. You know how that goes. DL, if people don't use Twitter, maybe they prefer emails, maybe that's more their speed. DL, where can they send us emails?
For all your Bears questions, please email us at thebearspod@gmail.com.
That's right. Pretty simple. And then finally, DL, if people want to call and they want to leave voicemails or be live on air, DL, where can they do that?
It's very simple. Call JC at area code 708-655-4508.
That's right.
Call him anytime.
Haven't gotten too many calls this offseason, but you know.
He's ready. He's ready.
We're out here ready.
He's bored. His summer's coming to an end. Hot boy summer is done.
When do you think the summer comes to an end? When do you feel like it's, at the end?
It's kind of crazy because like for the majority of my life, I didn't really feel like it came to an end until like October. But now my little girl, who's 5 years old, is starting like kindergarten in August 21st. Okay. So I was like, holy crap, summer's done, bro. We're like, you only get like 2 weeks in August to really count as summer. And that's it. Like real time people, August is the end point. To us, we're just beginning because football season is right around that corner. So kind of get nice games.
It's true. I'm a summer baby, and my birthday is on the second day of August 2nd. So I've always felt like I could enjoy the entire month of August, and then on September 1st. For me, that was always the end of summer for me.
Dude, tell me about it. I'm a July baby. July 12th, right? So, like, technically, that's halfway through the summer. Like, summer's over. For me, July is my whole birthday month, so every day is my birthday.
Hell yeah. I love that.
That's how we roll.
That's how
we're summer babies. You know why? Because like, during the school year, right? Like everybody, like Johnny brought in his like fucking like party bags and all that. You didn't get to do that because you're a summer kid, right? Because like you couldn't celebrate. Some of your teachers would be like, "Oh, you can pretend this day," but it didn't feel real. Yeah. So I feel like as summer babies, we're like, I get a whole month because I never got to like celebrate it during the school year.
Yeah, I love being a summer baby. I prefer that any day over being a winter baby. That's for damn sure.
Hell yeah, bro.
That's for damn sure. All right. Enough of the baby talk. It has been a crazy offseason. So much has happened. We have so much to go over. This is going to be another jam-packed show. I'd like to go ahead and start out. You know what, I do have a question, though.
Yeah.
I did see something you posted. I think you traveled to Alaska. Is that right?
I did. So let's call this portion the summer camp portion because I was at summer camp. So I was on a cruise to Alaska. Who would have
Wow.
thought anyone wants to go to Alaska on a cruise? I did. And it was awesome, dude. I saw amazing views. I saw glaciers. I saw fjords. You know what a fjord is?
Nope.
It's like an island, but it's
Mm.
not surrounded. Only like 3/4 of it is surrounded.
Oh.
Fjord, right?
Okay.
So I was on my cruise ship. We cruised right on up, and basically we saw a glacier from my balcony on the cruise ship, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I saw 6 humpback whales, 2 killer whales, 2 bald eagles, and a couple salmon because they run.
They run. They got feet.
Yeah, so check out my Instagram. Check out my Instagram at my name is Jonas at Instagram.com.
Nice.
And you'll see it all.
That's sick. You saw eagles? You said you saw a bald eagle?
I saw 2 bald eagles. They were everywhere, man.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
Did you see a double rainbow too? Jesus.
Almost. I mean, like I took, it was one of those like trips where you take the picture, you're like, oh my God, this is beautiful. Let me take the picture. You take the picture, like, oh my God, it doesn't really capture the moment, but it is fucking amazing. So to all you Alaska, it's Boygan, Wisconsin, the Three Sheeps Brewery.
Okay.
It's a great site there too. They have like little like beach action going on, even though it's not a beach because we're in the Midwest and it's just a lake, but we pretend. And then this weekend, I'm going to Milwaukee.
Nice.
Milwaukee.
Hell yeah.
And
hell yeah.
And the highlight, I've taken my girls to the Mars Cheese Castle. Have you ever been?
No way. Yeah, I've never been. I've driven by it, but
bro,
awesome.
You need to stop, take your time, go in there. You're gonna get cheese, beef, and beer, and like good beer, like New Glarus beer.
Oh, okay,
dude, it's like every Wisconsin beer you've ever wanted. Like New Glarus doesn't sell in Illinois, right? So they make fun of us. I'm okay with it, but it's really good beer. Like, take your time. And the last time we like ran into a storm when we were in Sheboygan.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, oh crap, we got to wait out the storm. I got 2 little girls. Don't really like driving in the storm because I get like all freaked out. Anxiety goes haywire. Anyways, so we stopped and we got like the sandwich, man. It's called like the King's like Triumph or something like that. They got like salami, capricorn, all the whole
work. I gotta go. It sounds like I have to go.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's worth. It's a tourist trap.
Cheese.
It's a tourist trap.
All right, I'll go.
I'll go.
Dude. Maybe I'll buy some fireworks while I'm at it.
Yeah, no fireworks, but you get like fucking beef sticks. You get this like pastries. They got all kinds of pastries there, dude. I got a hoodie there, bro.
Damn, I love hoodies.
I'm telling you.
It's almost hoodie season soon, and then
like
we know we're in the thick of bear season, and when that happens. Real quick, I want to remind the people to like, share, subscribe, and
smash
that notification button. That way you know when we go live. We're on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and anywhere that you listen to your podcasts.
Except for Google. Did you hear about Google?
I heard that they were getting
Google
rid of
Pod.
Yeah.
They're done. They gave us a notice like, hey, we're done. If you want to share or like save your Google. I was like, man, hey, nobody uses this site and we're everywhere anyways.
Yeah.
So no.
I think I used it like a handful of times, like many years ago.
Did you really like a Google Pod?
Yeah, I used to use it. Yeah, before I would use my Spotify for podcasts, I would use Spotify for music. I would use Google for a little bit.
Because you got the Android phone.
Yeah, so it was free.
Android.
So,
yeah.
That's what I would do.
Look how that turned out.
Yeah, I still have an Android. What do you mean?
I'm just saying, like.
It's great.
Whoops. See. Whoopsies.
Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah. Let's go ahead and get started. I want to say, DL, before we can talk about this year's off-season and training camp, I think it's important to be able to talk about the Hall of Fame induction. Now, there was a lot of Bears pride. I do want to say, I heard Chris Berman and a few other people, national analysts, say that it felt about 85 to 90, 85 Bears, 85% Bears.
Oh yeah, dude.
Grew like pop. It felt like it was just so much Chicago there. I heard Pat Manley on the score say some awesome stories. but there was a lot that happened. This year's Hall of Fame, there was multiple players, guys like Dwight Freeney, so on and so forth, a bunch of other guys. But Bears guys, Devin Hester, Julius Peppers, and Steve Mongo McMichael all were enshrined in Canton this past weekend. DL, was there anything special? Do you have a favorite part of the weekend?
Yes, I do. And I got to say, it has to be, and he's right there, Devin Hester, dude. Like, by far, he was like back in the day, right? When the Bears in 2005 had that Super Bowl run, this was my guy. Devin Hester, man. And like his speech, man, he like thanked his mama, he thanked his like stepdad,
He did,
and he was talking about his dad. Like, dude, I was I'm not gonna lie, I kind of got emotional because it was just awesome, and it was like really like timed, or it was past time, right? And especially in the return game, and like honestly, one thing he said that stuck out to me during his speech was like, yeah, the kickoff, they basically created a rule because of me. And I was just like, you're damn right. And you should be here, bro. And so that was definitely one of my favorites. My other one would be Mongo. But I don't know. What did you think of like Devin Hester's speech, or Devin Hester in general?
I loved the whole weekend, to be honest. I heard some of the extracurricular activities that happened, some of the parties that were going on, a lot of Chicago-driven parties that weekend. I loved Hester's speech, a lot of the people that he thanked. It was cool because, I got to feel this when Urlacher got inducted, but I felt it again with Devin. This is a guy from my generation. This is a guy that I watched play, a guy that's in a similar age bracket as me, just somebody that I grew up as he grew up too. So I got to see him. I remember seeing him in Miami and be electric, watching those old SportsCenter highlights as they happened, stay up late to watch what Devin did. And, it was crazy. He I felt like should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer, especially because he's the first ever and the best ever return man in the history of the NFL. We may never see another Devin Hester with this new kickoff rule. Who knows what's going to happen?
Speaking of which, we'll get there. But like honestly, like I'll never forget the Super Bowl, right? When we're playing the Indiana Colts. Indiana Colts back in 2005. And he returns that touchdown, bro. Like I was lit. I was like,
I thought it was over.
This is it. We're done. Forget about it. But sexy Rexy, right?
Yeah. I've buried that so deep. I've buried that memory so deep.
It was bad.
I just remember Devin, and I just buried everything else. I don't remember anything. I don't want to remember anything else from that game. That game hurt, bro.
I made a bet against a Green Bay Packers fan, right? Like it was like $100. I was like, we gonna win this. And like literally, I went all the way down to Chicago. We went to the bar that like we always watch the Bears games at. And like honestly, we got back at like 11:30. I was like, here's your money. Okay, I'm going to bed. Bye. It was bad.
Damn.
But another great, honestly, overdue Hall of Famer, I gotta say. I mean, and for those of you who are watching our shows that are back from like, the I would say like the 1985 Bears, you had to be excited about this. And it was Mongo, man. Mongo, Steve McMichael. I mean, what can you say about this guy? He was a part of a huge generation. I mean, he was a part of the Super Bowl team, right? This guy was like devastating in the inside of that defensive line. And he was just a character, right? Like they call him Mongo because of Blazing Saddles, bro. Like if you've seen that show, like you know who Mongo is. But
I've never seen it, believe it or not. I've never
seen it. Oh my god, dude. Put it on your bucket list. Are you kidding me? We need to have a bucket
I'll
list.
Watch it with the little guy. I heard I should watch it with the little guy. That's what I heard. But.
Yeah, you need to watch. Okay. Anywho, long story longer. This guy is well overdue. I mean, he is dealing with some health.
ALS.
Yes. So he's dealing with that, and what a way, man. Like I'm so glad they did it. You should have done it a lot sooner, but I'm so happy he was present to accept it. And his wife Stormy, who accepted the Hall of Fame and did a speech herself. It was just awesome, man. And like it was a really good feel good story. And then like even watching, like you saw Richard Dent.
Yeah, all around him, right?
Singletary. Yeah, the whole 9 yards, man. Like really brought it home. And like obviously if you're a Bears fan, like the 85 Bears. Like, you always get excited about this. Hopefully we turn that page. But it was just really cool to see him finally be inducted, finally get his props. And, I think the Bears honestly have the most Hall of Fame
They do.
inductees.
Yeah, they
So,
do. Yeah, it's because we're a charter franchise of the NFL, and it's always good when the Bears are good. The NFL is better. So,
well,
really
yeah.
cool to see Mongo get in. ALS is a very debilitating disease. It has affected a family friend of mine. So it's terrible to see somebody who's going through that. It just really takes away, so much from you. So it was really cool to see him get in while he was still around. They did say that they were keeping him around until this induction, and now soon here they'll let him rest. So it was really cool to see that he got in. He was a game wrecker. He's a phenomenal player. That 85 defense continues to make shockwaves through NFL lore, and to this day, it still has an impact on
Number one
the
D,
NFL.
dude.
Yeah,
Number one defense.
it really does.
Right?
Continuing on, though, there was another Bears player. He's probably more recognizable under a different team, Julius Peppers. He was a Carolina Panther for, 8+ years. But it was really cool to see that J-Pep got in. I will always remember the day that the Bears were able to get him that offseason. I remember hearing the stories that Lovie Smith flew in, knocked on his door early in the morning as soon as free agency opened, and he did not leave until he got Julius Peppers to sign the dotted line. So it was really cool to see Julius Peppers, another game record, one of the greatest defensive ends, one of the greatest athletes in the history of pro football. Really cool to see him get in. He was awesome. I don't know if you saw his speech. He didn't really have a lot of notes. He was, kind of going off the cuff, and awesome to see him get in. Really cool to see, some of the Carolina guys. He gave a shout out to another Carolina guy that was there. Michael Jordan was there.
Oh, who?
Which is awesome. Yeah, his airness.
The GOAT?
Yeah.
Oh, the same Armara? Yeah, UNC?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
So it was really
absolutely.
cool.
No, my whole thing with like Julius Peppers was he was one of my very first, because I was like, who do I get on defense, right? Like, I could have got Singletary, but I was like, I want someone like, kind of like in the now, right? So I got a Peppers jersey. Got an awesome Peppers jersey with the Nike fit and all this. I was like, absolutely. And you know what happened? You got traded to the Green Bay Packers the very next fucking year. So it was a little bit rough for me. But no, Julius Peppers, like, by far, like, just showed up, showed out. Well deserved,
He was
bro.
a dog, man.
I mean, especially like if you look at his like Carolina highlights, like, I implore everyone, if you have no idea who the heck we're talking about right now, go look up these guys, go look at their highlight reels, like, and you will understand why. And you'll be asking yourself, why did it take so long for them to get in? But they got in, and once again, the Bears showed up and showed out. I mean, like I said before, we probably have the most players in the Hall of Fame right now over everyone else.
I think Peppers was a unanimous first ballot Hall of Famer. McMichael wasn't. And
Hester, no, McMichael took a minute.
Yeah, it took 3 tries for Hester to get in. But Peppers was a unanimous guy, really beloved by teammates and members of the press. Same thing with Devin. Also on the Devin note, man, to see him speaking as eloquently as he did that weekend.
Oh man,
I remember in the beginning when he was a rookie, he had some issues. He was really shy. Didn't like doing the speeches and whatnot. And now look at him. It was awesome. It was really awesome to see. I was really proud and felt good to be a Bears fan for sure. Because sometimes it doesn't. And honestly, it's been feeling really, really good to be a Bears fan.
Bro.
Yeah, I see what you're wearing right now, by the way.
I mean, I know everybody. Okay, so story time. Every time I get a jersey, right? I had a Cutler jersey, I had a Trubisky jersey, and now I had Justin Fields jersey, and now I got Caleb Williams. And everyone has told me to stop buying jerseys. Why? Because every time I buy them, nothing happens. But I'm ready to break the curse. Dude, I love this kid. This kid is coming out just swinging. He's got the poise. He's got the humbleness. He's in it to win it. And if you watch, like, a little bit of the Hard Knocks, if you will, or even like the stuff coming out, like the little things, like, I know he got a lot of flack for talking about like picking up the trash. He told everyone to pick up the trash, and like
Amani Toomer. I don't know if you saw the clip. He's like, I don't want no rookie telling me. Yeah, former NFL Giant came out and wide receiver.
Oh, he's a giant.
Nobody knows
Who
anyway. But anyway,
fucking
he's like,
cares?
yeah, he's
Who
like, oh, I don't
cares,
want
bro?
a rookie telling me to pick up trash. The rookie should be picking it up for me. Yada yada yada.
Dude,
Like, screw
no.
this guy. What the hell is he talking about? Like,
You know what?
Byard came out. Byard came out and said, no, we respected it. He was right, and we started picking up the trash. The team, the locker room respects him.
That's my take. My take is like the little things, the little details, the little things that like, hey man, like we're out here playing. We want to do well. We have that. And they say this is psychological too. Like, right? Like if you're working, let's say, and you have a messy desk, you can't function. And you got to have order. So you got to have order to your desk. Yeah, everything has to be clean so you can concentrate. It's the details. How many times have you heard that bullshit? I mean, it's not bullshit, but how many times have you heard that coach speak of like, oh, it's all about the details and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Those are details. He's showing up as a leader, dude. And I give him credit, dude. Give him credit for being like, I don't give a fuck. I'm a rookie, but I'm the fucking quarterback. And I'm just having to pick up your goddamn towel and throw away your fucking water bottle.
Yeah. And it wasn't even for his own sake. He was like, I don't want the cleaning people to have to clean all this shit. Like, come on.
You know? He's trying to be a good dude, bro.
Yep.
And like,
he said they were getting sloppy. He said, we're getting sloppy. He didn't say you guys, he said we are getting sloppy. So, you know, it's respectable. It really is. It's respectable. Before we get into Hard Knocks, though, I do want to talk about that same Hall of Fame weekend. There was a game that was played, and it happened to also be Bears. You know, the Bears were able to get on that field, and they played against their foe that they'll see later on week 2 in the regular season, the Texans. Now, DL, it was there's not a whole lot to talk about regarding the game. It was
Daniel Mills.
Yeah,
Mills looked good, bro.
Yeah, the game was cut short in the third quarter. There were 2 surprises during that game. No worries, there were 2 surprises during that game. We'll go ahead and start out. Before we get to Mills, let's talk about journeyman quarterback Brett Rippon, a guy that we've seen, you know, over the last 5-6 years. He's a 6-year vet. He's been in the league for a while, and this is a very young offense, especially with a rookie quarterback. Seeing Brett Rippon go out there, he looked really good. He went 11 of 15 for 166 yards, had 2 throwing touchdowns, finished with 148.9 QB rating. He looked really good, man. I'm not going to tell you that, you know, he's the second coming of Tom Brady. I'm not going to tell you that he's going to take, if Caleb Williams gets hurt, he could take this team to the playoffs. I'm not saying any of that. But there's something to be said about a veteran quarterback in that QB stable, somebody that can help Caleb, somebody that can tell him, this is how you prepare for a game. This is what time you get in on game day. This is how you prepare. This is what you eat. You know, certain things I think would go a long way. And honestly, I think he's a quarterback that if you need him for a game or two, he could step up. You know, he could be a placeholder. He could be a really good game manager for you. What were your thoughts on Rippon's game?
So my thoughts on Rippon's game is like he came in ready. Like, and if you watch the Hard Knocks, he had that mantra, right? Like, what was it like? Quick feet, quick eyes, steady feet, or something like that. He kept saying it over and over to him. And if you watched it, man, like he was making Bajent look like just garbage, bro. Like he was gripping and ripping, and like he scored like 2 touchdowns, right? I was very, very impressed with him. I actually got more excited. I'm on that bandwagon, like, well, maybe he is the number 2, right? I was very impressed with him. I was impressed how he showed up, and like, let's not forget Colin Johnson, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Absolutely. We'll get to him. I don't want to like burst your bubble. I know you're excited about him too. But I mean, it was a hell of a game. And overall, the game was very, very like compelling, right? Because you knew going into that Caleb Williams was going to play. Any of the starters were not playing. So you're like, okay, it's a trash game. All right, I'll watch the first quarter. I literally watched the whole game. It was like awesome. It was entertaining. It went back and forth. Daniel Mills coming in. Is it Daniel Mills?
No, David.
David Mills coming in for the Texans. Like, dude, he just scored right away. And I was like, what is going on? Like, you saw like a little bit of flack on the defense. Granted, it's all preseason, so don't get your undies in a bunch. Like, it's very shell. It's very like basic calling of football. But it was entertaining nonetheless. And like they didn't finish the game, dude. They had a call in the third quarter because of the rain. But like overall, I was very impressed. But yeah, Rippon was amazing, man.
Rippon was ripping it for sure.
Yeah,
it really was. What a name, by the way. What a name. Yeah. Adele, you did allude to a player that also was a bright spot for the Bears, Colin Johnson. DL, you want to let us know how he did and what your thoughts were on him?
Yeah, man. I mean, he had a team high with 56 receiving yards and caught 2 touchdowns. However, if you saw like the kickoff too, he was the one who blocked the dude back on the 30 line.
Mm-hmm.
Like that guy, and even like his like post like interviews, and even if you watch Hard Knocks, he's talking about this like very humble guy. Like he's just trying to get a spot. It's going to be very interesting how this shakes out because obviously with the receiver room, right?
They're
You already got,
loaded, man.
dude,
Let's
3
go through
top
it.
dogs.
They got DJ Moore. They got
DJ
Keenan
Moore.
Allen. They got Roma Dunze. Tyler Scott's been showing out. I've been hearing. They still got somehow, some way. Felix Jones still on this team.
Yeah, I don't get that.
So, well, we're trying them out at running back.
And
We'll get to that. But
okay,
so they got 5 guys right now. Yeah,
and no, I'm just saying like it's crazy that it's funny how we went to like, oh, we hope Justin Fields gets some weapons to like now we're max weapons, bro.
Yeah.
Like we're like a fucking Black Hawk helicopter, bro. Like we got the receivers, we got the tight end, we got a running back with Swift that can not only run the ball but actually catch the ball as well too.
It looks really good, man. I've seen some
dude,
highlights.
like
It looks really good, man.
I'm really trying hard not to drink Kool-Aid. Really trying hard not to drink Kool-Aid training camp. But man, like I'm like looking at the schedule with the Titans. I'm like, when I gotta pull up the schedule. But the first with the Titans, I think that's a win, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we got a couple where it's like, and I'm tempering my expectations as well too, just because of the simple fact that like, Caleb Williams is in his rookie year, right? So we have no idea. He's gonna get intercepted. He's gonna have some bad games. It's just gonna happen, bro.
Yeah,
okay.
Let's not forget one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, probably in the discussion for a top 5.
So,
top 10. Peyton Manning threw 28 interceptions in his.
He was the worst.
Season,
He was absolute.
And look what happened. So,
Nick Saban. Let's not. Are we getting to the Hard Knocks episode?
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's talk about
there.
Yeah, let's talk about Hard Knocks. Yeah.
Well, real quick. So we start off the season with the Titans. I think we'll win that one. Then we go with the Texans. It's gonna be a shootout, but I think the Texans are gonna win that. Then we go to the Colts. I think we'll win that one. And then we got the Rams. That's a 50-50 shot. And then October 6th, we're playing the Panthers. So I think we're gonna beat the Panthers. And then November 3rd, we're playing the Cardinals. That's a 50-50 shot, but I think the Cardinals are going to win. We're going to beat the Patriots on November 10th. I said it first. And then we got the Packers. And that's where I'm going to stop right there. I think we're going to beat them.
Okay.
But we haven't beat them in a long time, so I don't know.
It's the third easiest schedule in the NFL based on last year's records. We'll see. It'll be interesting. I kind of want to do the win-loss closer to the start of the season, so
gotcha.
It'll be interesting because there's going to be some cuts that still happen.
A lot of training camp.
Yeah, the Bears are going to make some ads. Speaking of ads, let's talk about what's happened. Let's go over Hard Knocks, DL. I didn't get a chance to watch Hard Knocks. I'm waiting to watch it with the missus.
I did.
But I did see on Twitter, that was one of the reasons why I was dying to watch it already. I did see on Twitter, there was clips all over Twitter. So I saw some clips. I do know one of the biggest things that happened so far during training camp is DJ Moore signed a 4-year extension for $111 million. Also, shout out to Ryan Poles. Let's say the guy he's missed a little bit on Chase Claypool, but outside of like certain little guys like that, he's been killer. That contract freed up $20 million more for this season because of the way they structured the deal. They were able to front load it. Give him some money as a signing bonus. As a result, $20 million more. So basically, we have a cap. I think we were like at 11. Now we're at like a little over 20 million. It would not surprise me, Dia, if Ryan Poles made this deal so that he could do something similar that he did last year when they went out and got Montez Sweat. It would not surprise me if he does make another midseason trade. If he goes to one of these struggling teams who's looking to sell some players off, and maybe says, hey, he dangles a second round pick because we have 2 coming up next year, and says, hey, we'll give you the second We'll take that offensive lineman. We'll take that
Right
disgruntled
guard or
right,
center?
right guard. Yeah, because we might need the.
That's a
We'll,
hubbub going on. All right.
yeah, we'll take that. Right end. Because we need another pass rusher. We'll take that D tackle. Who knows? There's so many different guys you can go out and get. But still, I've been really impressed by Ryan Poles, and it's good to see DJ Moore got rewarded. He's still 27 years old. By the end of this contract, he'll be 31. So he's at the beginning of his prime. He's in his prime. So really good to see.
So little key points. Number one, DJ Moore in the last 10 years has not had to worry about like switching teams. He's had 10 years of guaranteed money.
Wow.
Think about that, right?
Wow.
Number one. Number two, if you did watch Hard Knocks, like it was just like, oh, okay. And it was honestly like it was really cool to see the Bears do something right and like just get it out of the way, right? Like he was on an extension year. They didn't do what they're doing in Dallas, where they're like, oh, I'm not thinking about it, or San Francisco, like, oh, we're not gonna pay him. Like they're just like, no, dude, you've shown out. You've proven to us you work your ass off.
Yeah.
You've worked in like really crappy, honestly, like offensive like lines and offensive weapons, and you've proven yourself. And I thought it was really cool. This is, correct me if I'm wrong, and maybe you want to look it up, but I think this is the biggest contract the Bears have actually done ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's huge, man.
For now.
Hold on. I'm checking it. I'm checking the chat right now. We got Lord Goose on, so you always know it's a party when he's here. We're back. Okay, I like this one. You got the JC rocking the long haul.
It's not long. It's the Chicago Whales. It's a defunct baseball team. Real cool. I think it's really cool. Kind of Cubs vibes. So I thought it was a really fucking cool hat. I've never seen anyone wear anything like this. So I have a shit ton of hats. It's really cool to be able to rock this one finally.
Hey man, I'm just really excited to see like Lord Goose and the Viet Bong. The Viet Bong's in here.
That's my brother.
I'm glad you hung out. It's been 3 months, but we're back, baby.
Hey man, the support's awesome. I didn't tell anybody we were going live. As soon as we went live, people are here. So
there you are. There you are. But yeah, to put a bow on it, I thought it was like awesome. I'm glad the Bears are locking down a really good like wide receiver like DJ Moore, and don't forget Rome and Dunze. Like Caleb's gonna grow with these guys, right? You got your 1 and your 2 on the outside.
Which is 3 right now. Yeah, we'll see.
Well, I mean,
let's talk about that.
Keenan Allen, right?
He might be the number 1, to be honest. Who knows?
He probably is.
Dog, bro.
He's a dog. He's a veteran. He's good at what he does. But at the same time, like once again, you look at Ryan Poles and he's doing the smart thing and not giving.
My man needs a contract extension. He needs an extension, dog. He needs one.
We'll see. But that's why I love Ryan Poles. It was like, all right, bro, like you want an extension? I mean, DJ Moore, absolutely. But Keenan Allen, like, all right, bro, what do you got? What do you got left in the tank?
If you really think about it, that 4-year extension that'll be the life of Caleb Williams' rookie deal and Rome Dunze's rookie deal. No, he's doing it the right way. In case this doesn't work, those contracts all come off at the same time.
Yep.
You get a chance to completely rebuild again.
Weird. He's actually GMing like the way you're supposed to do it.
It's really good.
And not writing stupid contracts
we don't
that never will happen.
We don't get a lot of good GMs here, man. Who do we get? Theo Epstein, Ryan Poles, and I don't know who else has been good. Chris Getz. I don't know who else has been good.
Chris Getz. Fuck you, dude.
Hey, congrats on your win, by the way.
Thank you. And I'm glad we got, my favorite part is like as soon as they got the win, they're like, all right, fuck you, Griffo. Get the fuck out of here, you dickhead.
That's awesome.
So, anyways, White Sox talk. Dude, I can't even. My summer has been pretty open with not watching the White Sox. So
same here. I haven't been watching too much Cubs, so we're no good either. But we're only a few games out, believe it or not. So
hey, man, don't stop believing. Just hold on to that feeling.
I hate that song. I do want to talk about, because we were talking about extensions. Anybody else that you think is going to be on that extension talk? I did see Tevin Jenkins come out and say that the Bears told him that they would talk about an extension potentially at the end of the season. So
that makes sense.
To be healthy. Yeah, I mean, he's not healthy. He's usually not healthy. So.
He's a pace guy. Jenkins is a pace guy.
I like Tevin a lot, man. I like him. He's got a mean streak to him. but he can never stay on the field. And speaking of never staying on the field, DL, Nate Davis.
Dude, I mean, I'm over the Nate Davis experience. I mean, we got him from the Titans last year. You know, there's a lot of like hype about him. Oh,
He's
he's
actually
gonna be great.
good. He grades well when he plays.
I guess if he wants
when
to
he plays.
play,
Yeah.
when he wants to play, when he plays, when he's healthy. But like, you know, I see the same story coming out. Like he's just like not coming to camp, or he's dealing with this, he's dealing with that, and it's like, you know, that honestly, that's my biggest fear. This is my biggest fear, if I can say this, JC, is the line, the offensive line, right?
What position specifically? Where are we good at, and where
The
do we
whole fucking line,
no
bro.
way.
Yeah,
The
honestly.
whole line?
Okay, so I would say like center and right guard is like obviously the biggest thing because that's what we're hearing right out of camp. But if you could rewind last year and the year before, what were they saying? The line, Justin Fields, he needs a good line. He needs a good offensive line, right? Like he's getting rushed too much. Justin Fields last year got sacked 50 fucking times, bro. 50 fucking times. So tell me anyone who's going to be successful in getting sacked that much. And I'm not jumping on the Justin wagon and like Justin versus Caleb thing. But at the point being, if you look at any elite offense, what's the one thing they all have in common? Their fucking line, right? They can protect the quarterback and get the run off, right? Maybe the run doesn't like break and like bust open and you get like 8 or 10 touchdowns. However, you got to protect the guy because, you know, Caleb Williams like scrambling out and like doing something stupid or getting hurt, we're going to fall back into what we fall back into the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Right? Like, oh, let's run them out. Let's do this. Let's do that. Like, and that's honestly, that's the bottom line. That's why you're seeing a whole bunch of linemen getting these like ridiculous contracts right now. Right?
Yeah.
Look at it. So that's my fear. My fear is that we're kind of hearing the same thing we heard last year, right? Like, they don't even know who their center is. The Bears have no idea who their center is, and they don't know who their right guard is.
If I may, DL, I do want to go over what Bears beat reporter Adam Hogue just tweeted out earlier today.
Hold up. Okay, I want to share your screen.
Thank you. In reference to where the Bears offensive line currently stands, he was tweeting Nicholas Moriano, a member of CHGO, big fan of his, tweeted out that the Bears' current offensive line, left tackles Braxton Jones, who's actually been a bright spot. He's been solid. Tevin Jenkins at left guard. Hopefully he stays there. They're going to move him around. He came into the league as a tackle, but they put him at guard. He's been really, really solid, honestly. Been pretty damn good. I think he graded out as the best on the line. Coleman Shelton was the offseason acquisition at center. The other backup center, who is now playing right guard because Nate Davis can't stay healthy, Ryan Bates,
who we just picked up, just fucking signed to a contract from the Buffalo Bills, dude.
Yeah,
like, what the fuck?
And then Darnell Wright at right tackle. I think he's been really good. I think he's only going to get better. It's going to be interesting to see his development continue. Look, the long and the short of it, DL, is this for me. Look, man, this offensive line just has to be okay, and I think this team is going to be really good. I don't know if they can be okay. I have no idea. They definitely need to stay healthy because if you lose one of Shelton or one of Bates, what are you going to do?
Exactly. Where's your depth? Not only that, like, it's the same fucking bullshit story that we heard with Fields. Don't forget that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Fields, I can't get that number out of my head. Fields got tackled or sacked 50 fucking times last year. 50. Mm-hmm. Name one player that can actually do something when they're getting that much pressure and people are getting home on them.
I'll say this.
Got to do something.
A little bit of that is Fields' fault because he does hang on to the ball a lot. A little bit of that is his fault, but a lot of it isn't. A lot of it isn't. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. That's definitely the team's biggest weakness. I don't know. It's going to be really interesting to see what this team does. They definitely do need Nate Davis. I hate to say it.
They do.
They need him.
There's a reason why they went after him.
It's the only reason why there's depth. That's the only reason. The depth is if he plays. Then you can move. One of the interior linemen, probably move Bates over as a swing.
Yeah, but does he want to play football, bro? Is he in it to win it?
I don't know, man. I think there's something deeper. People have been speculating. Something is up.
He's giving me the Riddle vibes, right?
He's giving me the he probably wanted to. I don't know. I don't want to speculate. I don't like doing that. But there are
I like
some
to speculate.
odd, yeah.
I
Well,
like
I
to
know.
fucking speculate.
Well, there's
This
odd
fucking
vibes.
bitch ass hoe. Get your pads on. Let's go, baby. You fucking
Yeah,
get paid, bro.
I won't
Earn
tell
that
him
check.
to shut up and play football. I won't tell him that. But I will say, we need him, man. We need him.
Calvin
And
Ridley.
yeah,
Calvin Ridley vibes right now. Calvin Ridley vibes. Where like,
something's up. I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
what, but
I don't know if I really want to be on this
is
team.
he healthy? I just want to know. Is he really healthy? Or maybe I don't. Again, I don't want to speculate. That's all I'll say.
And
That's all I'll
well,
say.
the Titan. I'll speculate. The Titans said the same thing when they got rid of him. And like, well, he's like always injured. Someone's always come up. There's a reason why they got rid of his ass. I mean, he can show up and show out, but at the same time, it's like I don't feel like his heart is into football, and that's
Yeah,
okay, bro. Like sometimes you're just like really good at stuff, and you're just like,
he doesn't like to
I don't like
practice,
doing
man.
it. I'm just like good at it, bro.
He'll play, but he doesn't like to practice. So
Exactly.
So yeah,
Yeah.
continuing
Anyways.
on some of their hard knock stuff. I did see some clips about Caleb Williams. I have seen him all over YouTube. I have seen him on doing NFL, basically the NFL media tour. He was on Up and Adams with Kay Adams. He did an appearance. Love Kay Adams, big fan. He did an
Really?
appearance. Huge, massive.
Wait,
fan.
what was she a Bears fan or a Bengals fan this time?
She's a Bears fan.
Which one?
Hey, love you,
It's
Kay.
like
You're gonna have to forgive my buddy. He doesn't. He doesn't know.
is she a Green Bay Packers fan? Because
Please
it all
forgive him.
depends on like who's
He knows
winning,
not.
right?
He knows
Dude,
not.
she's a bandwagon fan. I'll say it
Oh,
first. You heard it
so-
first on the Fate Football Guys Network.
Love
Kate
you, Kay.
Adams is
Nah.
a bandwagon
No.
fan,
How dare
and
you?
whoever like fucking like gets her excited, that's who she's going for. She was a Bengals fan, and all of a sudden like feel.
All right, that's enough, Kay
Anyways,
Adams.
I'm throwing
slander. I
shade.
won't
I
take
don't
any
care.
more. Yeah, I won't take any more.
I mean, she's cute and she's smart and she knows
Love
football.
her.
But
University of Missouri, so alum right there.
anywho,
Big fan. Anyway, like I said, Caleb's been doing the media tour. Didn't get a chance to see Hard Knocks. What can you tell me about Caleb? You know, how was he on there? Was there a lot of coverage on him?
yeah, man, like it was interesting. It was very interesting because the way I looked at it, excuse me, is that there's a lot of pressure coming on this guy, which makes sense. He's number one pick, blah blah blah. They introduced him to the Michael Jordan theme song, bro. He's like, and the guy was like, just like Michael Jordan, and then they're like, and now your Chicago Bears lineup, number 18, Caleb Williams. I was like, bro, okay, that was a little much. I was like, that's cheesy. I liked it.
It's probably cheesy for us.
I'm not gonna lie. I liked it.
Look, it's cheesy for us, but nationally, I've seen people talking about it, the talking heads, a lot of the analysts on ESPN, on NFL Network, loved it. They ate that shit up. They ate it up. So,
but at the same time, like
for us, but
you know, my whole thing is this:
that means something. That brand means something. That voice means something.
Oh,
that song means something. You
dude,
know?
Fucking the Michael, comparing him to Michael, you can't.
Alan Parsons Project, man, great song.
You know, the only thing that like irritates me is like you cannot compare him to the GOAT. Like Michael Jordan is my GOAT. He is the GOAT. I don't give a fuck. You come at me, Zero Cool on Twitter. Tell me like who's a better GOAT than Michael Jordan. Like I'll fucking prove you wrong.
With a K.
But, yeah, with the K. We'll throw it out there. Anyways, long story longer. Like my only concern is this: is that like I think I call him a kid because he is a kid. I'm old enough to call him a kid. He's a kid. Like there's a lot of fucking pressure, bro. And pressure makes diamonds, but like, bro, like Chicago, bro, dude. Chicago, dude. We're coming at you like, okay, you're Jordan. We're ready to see Jordan. And I want Bears fans to understand, or the Bears buddies to understand, I feel like he's gonna have a good year, but don't think we're going to the Super Bowl, right? It's a long shot to the playoffs is the way I look at it, right? We got an easy schedule. However, there are growing pains.
Dude,
and that's what I liked about Hard Knocks. That's what I'll say about them because they showed him fucking up. Dude, which I was like, good. Show him fucking up. Don't make him the second coming.
Huh? Well, look, I get it, though. This is a Bears town, first and foremost. Before it's a Sox town, before it's a Cubs town, before it's a Bulls town. It is a Bears town.
Absolutely.
It's a misconception across the nation because we have so many sports teams here because we are a title-winning city. You know, with the Blackhawks, the Bulls, the Cubs, the Sox. The Bears are the last one out. They're the last one. The last time they won was '85.
Dude, whatever,
So,
bro. There's still
well,
people. I mean,
here's what I'm
it's
saying.
2024. We're
I'm
still
just saying.
talking
Well, I
about
wasn't alive when it happened.
85 Bears.
I know I wasn't alive. I
Still
never seen
talking.
it.
I was three.
Well, if somebody asked me what do you want to see if a team won the next one in the city, what team do you want? It's the Bears, far and away.
Fuck yeah, bro.
If he wins a title,
dude,
he owns the city. That's what'll happen. It'll be
heroes are made, but legends are forever. Like I'm telling you that, like that's the biggest like selling point to any quarterback that is like honestly coming to Chicago is what? Like if you fucking win a Super Bowl here, you will be a legend. You will have a fucking statue. You'll have a fucking street named after you. They will talk to you till their last dying breath. Like it's no joke, bro. Like
he
it's
just needs
dead
to
ass.
be solid. He just needs to be solid. That's it. Honestly, oh god.
What I'm looking for is this. This is what I'm looking for. This is my goal. This is my big picture goal for the Bears season coming out, and it is August 8th of 2024 at 10:33 p.m. I want us to get the Super Bowl. I want us to make the Super Bowl. I think we have the capabilities. I think we have a strong enough defense to do it. I think we have enough weapons on offense. We have elite offensive weapons. We got a rookie quarterback. I want to at least make it to like the wild card. If we just make it to the wild card, I'm not saying win the division, but just make it to the wild card. If fucking Nagy and Trubisky fucking made it there, dude, forget about it. With this schedule.
So what do you want? Let me pose a question to you. Would you take 8 wins, but Caleb looks phenomenal? Or would you take a playoff run, but Caleb looks okay?
Playoff run, Caleb looks okay.
Not me. I just want him to look phenomenal.
Oh, you haven't watched Hard Knocks. You haven't watched Hard Knocks yet. You haven't seen this kid. I'm telling you. And he like lets you into it. Like it bothers him when he fucks up plays. It bothers him. And that's why I like to see like I love to see him like, nah, man, okay, I'm gonna get it right next time. And you'll see that. Like when he breaks the huddle, it's like, my bad. I got it next round. Let's go. And you've seen the highlights, bro. Like he's throwing it like one of these, like fucking his arm angles. His arm angles. There's a point. I'm sorry. I'm gonna give it away. You should have watched it. I don't give a fuck. Spoiler alert. Like Brisker's like, look at that. No, it was Jalen Johnson who was like, holy fuck, look at that arm angle. How do you block? Look at that arming. Like he's already doing like these weird mechanics where he's getting the ball to the wide receiver or to Swifty or we have Swifty in our fucking team, bro. Think about that. We got Swift. Okay.
He's probably the most talented running back we've had since Forte. Probably.
Playoffs.
He's like the most talented.
Most talent we've had in a very, very long year.
Since we had Alshon, Brandon Marshall, and Matt Forte.
Bro.
We have DJ Moore, Keenan. I think people are underrating Keenan Allen so much. I don't think people understand how good.
Yeah, they think he's Old Man Winter.
Bro,
they honestly think like
he can get open. He can get open in a phone booth. He is so freaking good. A tactician. He's so good, and he doesn't have to be fast. If he could teach Rome some of that route running, God.
Then why do you think they brought him in? There's so many safety blankets. You got him. You got Cole Kmet. You got DJ Moore. And you got your rookie, your boy that you got drafted with Rome.
Yeah, you still got
Gerald Everett. Connect with
Gerald Everett as a tight end.
Yeah, that was come on.
Exactly.
Name somebody on the offense. Like I said, the only thing that is like a little crink and the wrinkle of the offense is that line.
That line, the interior
line, bro. If we can get that line right, forget about it.
You know what? This team could be a whole different team at the end of this year, going into next year with the draft. I wouldn't be mad if they used that first rounder, one of those seconds, on a right guard and a center, and I'd be happy. I'd be ecstatic. I never think it's a sexy pick, but this is what they need to address. That's what they need to address.
But look at the masterpiece of Ryan Poles, right? What did he?
Masterpiece. His Mona Lisa.
Look at his fucking masterpiece, right?
Yeah, man.
2 years ago, added some pieces, right? Got some linemen, right? This last year, he got weapons. What do you think he's going to do next year's draft? He's going to get the lineman.
He was a lineman.
He's going to get the lineman. And he was a lineman. But he's like slowly. And that's what I want Bears fans to understand. Like, we got to build slow. but we also have to be relevant, right?
Yeah,
And if we're
yeah,
not progressing, if we're not making the playoffs, if we're
yeah,
not getting close, then Caleb Williams is just like Justin Fields
yeah.
or Mitch Trubisky. That was a
Don't
miss.
even say the names. Don't even say the names. I want to get rid of that. I want to let go
Dude,
of that.
no, I say the names because I don't want the Bears buddies out there to drink the
Yeah.
Kool-Aid
Ah,
because
yeah.
all you're gonna hear is how great Caleb Williams. Oh my guys, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
All right. So just to put a bow on a couple of things, we're gonna talk about Theo, the Canadian Eagle. Did you see this?
Who's that?
The lineman, and he did a really great job with his training camp. I'm gonna show you it. Just because you haven't seen it. This is amazing.
Full screen.
That's what I'm talking about. Wait a minute.
Full screen.
Theo Benedette, University of British Columbia, Canada. Signing bonus 20,000.
I'm sorry. There's a full screen. A little.
So
square in the bottom.
to
It's
thank
fine.
you all for welcoming me to your country, I've prepared this number.
What is this? We Are the World?
If tomorrow all my things were gone, I worked for in my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, where the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. God bless the USA.
Oh my God. That was awesome.
It was phenomenal.
That's
That
awesome.
honestly was like the highlight of.
I haven't heard anything about him. What's happening with him?
He got injured. He got fucking injured in the
Ah.
Hall of Fame game. He's out. Like he's gonna get replaced. Like you fall in love with him. Like oh my god. Like it was what was it? You'll see it. I don't want to. Well, fuck it. I don't care if I ruin it. But like it was a kickoff, right? Or field goal.
I'm sorry. His name is Theo Benedette. Sorry, Theo. We got it
Sorry,
wrong.
Theo.
My
My
apologies.
bad.
Theo Benedette.
Theo Benedict, right, dude? The Canadian. That's what like Flu's. That's his nickname, the Canadian Goose or the Canadian Eagle, because he wore it, right? So awesome. And the dude, like, it was during a field goal, and he does the splits, and he like hurts his like, quad, his hamstring, something like that. Like, he's gonna be out for a minute. But that was awesome.
Damn.
That was my favorite. That was definitely one of my highlights of Hard Knocks was that. You should check it out. My other favorite segment was, and I want to pull it up. You can talk about it a little bit. I don't know if you saw it, but what's it? Alabama coach Nick
Saban.
Nick Saban
Yeah,
came in.
I saw a little clip. You forget of that connection that Eberflus has with Saban. He played.
Yeah, because Utah,
Toledo, I think.
No, it's Utah, dude.
Utah. Oh, okay. Well, he was on the same staff as them, something to that effect.
He coached them.
Wow.
Bro. Okay. I found it. Maybe I can play it. Let's see. You fuckers. No, man, but give me a second. I'm gonna find it.
Okay, while you do that, I do want to do right. So it does say, sorry about that, guys and gals. Saban is regarded by most as the greatest college football. Yeah, of course. So apparently they know each other. Said Matt Eberflus embraced Nick Saban's advice about how to handle Caleb Williams. I got to hear this.
Okay, I got it, dude. I'm better than the Wombats. I won't go that far. I miss
miss
the
you,
Wombats.
Wombat. Me too.
All right, we'll go full screen.
Also, want to give a credit. We don't have the technology and the ability to do it on screen because we don't know how to do it, but courtesy of HBO Hard Knocks.
Yes, HBO Hard Knocks Max, the whole 9. Hopefully YouTube doesn't like screw us, but here we go. Nick Saban giving some advice.
Always stood behind the quarterback. I always wanted to hear their version of what was happening.
All right, tell me what you see. Rome converting. Pretty good operation there, right?
Yeah, do better.
I was never negative with them in front of the rest of the team.
The windows are they close too fast, let's throw it that way.
Yeah.
It was always more effective to me to show them than it was to tell them.
Like when you reset right here, Caleb, with your left foot, you're damn near squared up, so you're ready to throw anything here to here. But when you reset, just keep that ankle alignment, hip alignment slightly in front of your runaways as well.
You get it right, that's why they call it practice.
Boom. There you go. Reset. There it is.
Your position is hard to play if the people around you don't play well. So what are you going to do to enhance that? How are you going to get the players around you to play well? You got to have good work ethic. You got to be able to overcome adversity. You have to reinforce positive performance from the other players.
Hey, King, good route.
You can't be a transactional leader. And this is where a lot of athletes are. It's all result-based. You know, if the play works, it's great. If it doesn't work, it's terrible. Well, that ain't really how it is. Being a transformational leader is trying to serve other people. You're trying to help them for their benefit. And you have a vision for what you want to accomplish and what your view of the offense should be. And you're going to try to inspire the people to help you do that.
Ew, that throw was nasty. He said, I don't know how he did that.
You got to be somebody that somebody can emulate.
Good team, bro. Yeah. Got the keys to it, so it's, man, oyster, bro. Oyster, something wrong? All right, bro. Use it. Drive.
Grooming someone for success.
We're definitely going to get hit with a copyright strike, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
We got hit on our draft. You know, we got hit on our draft.
What did we do?
I don't know. They heard the NFL. I don't know. Something happened, so we got hit on our last. But
Jesus Christ.
Copyright to Hard Knocks Max. We're saying it right now. I don't know if that does anything, but
I've seen people like flip it or something so that you can watch it. Like,
whatever. I don't give a fuck. All right.
Yeah, it is what it is.
But that gives you, if you're watching this live, man, that gives you goosebumps, man. Nick Saban talking about how to develop a quarterback. And I think that's what the Bears have always missed is how do you develop a fucking quarterback? Because they didn't do it so many times. And we can go through the gauntlet of how many people have not been developed. And I feel like I'm excited about this Bears. I'm optimistic. My glass is half full because we have offensive coordinator who like basically reinvented Geno Smith. It resurrected him from the depths of getting his like jaw broken on the Jets, and now all of a sudden he was like slinging it in Seattle, slinging it. So I'm really excited about this. I think it's a good scheme. I think the Bears have honestly took a step back and have really like prepared Caleb Williams, which is sad because they didn't do it for like Justin Fields. I know there's a huge debate and we're going to get like blasted on like Twitter, like, oh, Justin Fields should have, but by the way, Justin Fields may be the starting quarterback.
He might be. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Dude, like Russell Wilson, he's got a quad injury. Dude, coming out of the camp, they are all talking about Justin Fields, dude. Like, and I'm excited. I'm happy for him. I'm glad he got that because the Bears did do him wrong.
I mean, Mike Tomlin's a great coach to play under, so if anyone's going to get everything out of him, it's Mike Tomlin for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. But the fact that like he brought in Nick Saban, right, his old coach from Utah, is when Nick Saban.
I don't think it's Utah. It's not Utah.
You haven't watched Hard Knocks. You haven't watched Hard Knocks.
He did not play at Utah. He played at Toledo.
I'm already talking, dude. I watched Hard Knocks. He's talking about Utah, Nick Saban's first team, and Flus was on that fucking team, bro.
Okay.
So go ahead and rewatch it if you want. Watch it with your girl, because I know you've been waiting for it. But I'm telling you, it was fucking Utah because I was like, fucking Utah, what the hell? So yeah, go ahead. Watch it again. It's okay. You can tell me I'm right next week. It's fine. But anyways, put a
No,
bow
you're
on
wrong.
it.
I just Googled it.
To put a, I'm wrong. What was it?
Saban's first career head coaching job was with Toledo, which featured a hard-hitting player and linebacker.
Oh,
Matt Eberflus.
Ohio, Toledo, Ohio?
Toledo, yeah, Toledo.
Toledo, okay. It's Utah. I'm telling you it's Utah. I'm telling you it's Utah.
All right.
Telling you. Help me out. Come on, Bears buddies. Help me out here. Who watched Hard Knocks?
It was Toledo.
And it wasn't.
I remember finding out that he played at Toledo when we first got him as a head coach.
Anyways, who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? Okay, Saban came in and is talking to him about how to develop a quarterback. And you're arguing me like, what fucking team?
Whatever.
Who gives a shit? Nick Saban came in and is giving him the keys to develop fucking a generational talent that we got at the first pick. So, fine.
Awesome.
You win. Whatever. You want a trophy?
It was interesting what he said though, like how to handle him. It was interesting.
Yeah, man. And that gave me goosebumps. Like, stand behind him.
Yeah.
Don't criticize him in front of the team.
Yep.
Make sure that he's doing. I was like, oh hell yeah, like that's right. I want to go out there and be like, what's up, Caleb? All right, good throw, buddy. All right, cool. So next time, what I want you to do is like just fade it. Just fade it a little to the left. Okay, you got it, big Y. Like, man, it's awesome. I love Hard Knocks. I'm so happy that it's focusing on the Bears. And like, you know what? Honestly, with the conspiracy theory that the NFL is rigged, this is a notch towards it being rigged. I mean, think about it.
We got to get together for one of the shows.
Dude, I'm down. I'm down. You want a watch party?
That would be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like,
well, anyway,
like the girls do.
Yeah.
For the Bachelor.
Book club or whatever.
Anyways, so the real question is this, JC. We got fantasy football coming up too. Are we doing 2 podcasts? Are we really gonna go on that gambit? Can you actually commit to doing?
Yeah.
Yes, say it loud. Say it loud so I can hear it. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest.
Yes, I absolutely can commit to 2 pods. We do one on one day on Wednesdays, and then another on Thursdays. Prior to Bears games, I think that would be a good way to do it. Or we could do them all in one go. However you prefer.
No. We're gonna do Tuesday nights, Fake Football Guys, which is our previous channels, which is on Fake Football Guys Network, where we're breaking down your fantasy woes. Right, we're gonna talk about like your mid rounds. Right, I feel like everybody knows who they're gonna pick in their first 5 rounds, but who are you picking in the middle rounds? Who's going to help you survive? So we'll be doing that on Tuesdays, and then Wednesdays or Thursdays. What are you thinking for the Bears? I'm thinking kind of Thursdays. Thinking Thursday for the Bears because it's kind of close.
The downside is when they play on Thursday. That's the only downside.
Well, then we'll fucking flex and go to Wednesday.
Yeah.
But the real question: are you in?
Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. I am, and I'm in. It'll be exciting, guys. We have a lot of football in store for you this year. We're going to really need you guys.
Never thought.
Yeah, and we're going to need you guys. We love the participation. We love the questions. We love when you guys tune in. We love when you guys comment. It really goes a long, long way. DL, that's it for today's episode.
Wow.
Bears Nation.
It's been an hour. Wow.
It has been an hour. I don't know how.
Keep going. I could keep going. You know what's weird?
Sometimes we start this.
Going.
Yeah. Well, sometimes we start this and think what the hell are we going to say for an hour? But it's just so easy.
We're that good. We're that
passion. Yeah, we love you guys.
Professional.
Yeah, we love you guys. We love you, Kay Adams. We love talking Bears. DL, if you want to talk Bears with us, where can the people follow us on Twitter?
You can follow us at TweetFFG.
That's right. Really easy. And if you have any questions, maybe you have a Bears-related question, an NFC North question, because we haven't even touched the NFC North yet. There's a lot of happenings going on. Maybe we'll do it next episode. If you have fantasy football questions, whatever kind of questions you have, marital questions, baby making questions, whatever you got. Yeah, whatever you got. DL, if they have questions for us, what hashtag can they use?
Ask us FFG.
Real easy. Or, DL, if they choose to try a different hashtag, what's the other one they can use?
There's a different hashtag.
There is, yeah.
What is it? I don't know.
The Bears. Hashtag.
The Bears.
Real easy. Real easy. And then DL, finally, if people choose to send over email questions, they can send it to either email we have. We'll answer them live on the show. But DL, where can they send email questions for the Bears Pod?
So for Bears questions, you can hit us up at thebearspod@gmail.com, or if you're thinking about fantasy, ask us ffg@gmail.com.
That's right. Real simple. As always, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, guys and gals, because I know we have full spectrum of people watching. As always, thank you so much for tuning in.
And don't forget that you can reach JC at any time of the day, morning, evening, 3 o'clock in the morning. You can call him, text him at 708-655-4508. And I implore you, after you've had a long night of drinking, please reach out to him at 708-655-4508. I did it.
Honestly,
I did it.
Like, damn.
Yeah. Love you.
Yeah. Well, anyway, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and
smash
that notification button. For my buddy Dustin, I'm your host, JC. We'll catch you again next week on another episode of The Bears Pod, a part of the Fake Football Network.